to provide context. Our live feature to ground us into what a recovery community center is and what it feels like. It is my pleasure to introduce Chris Rosewarne-Sedov, who is here from the Washtenaw Recovery Advocacy Project. Chris, can you tell us what happens when you walk through the doors of your RCC?
Yeah, I would love to. First, I want to say thank you again for having me here to speak. I love being able to talk about the work that we do. I feel like it's great work that we do, of course. And I also want to thank you guys for being here too. So when you walk through our doors, what we try to do is we want to make it as low barrier as possible. That's one of the biggest things, is just trying to get people in the door before anything. We kind of keep a meeting people where they're at theme throughout all the services and programs that we have. So I will first off say that I'm the program manager for the Washtenaw Recovery Advocacy Project, or WRAP. I'm also a person in long-term recovery and work as a recovery coach. So sometimes on a one-on-one basis. So some of our services that we have at our RCC, we're located in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And we kind of function under a 3-pillar system is kind of what I call it. So we have things such as community education. We think that's really important to, spread knowledge as well as reducing stigma around recovery. So that's things like Narcan trainings. We do that as well as a part of our community education. Narcan distribution. So that's Narcan training with any organization around the area and distributing it to the community, just making sure it's out there. And we even do things like go talk to high schools. We think it's important to be proactive rather than reactive. So that's some of like the community education piece that we do, which has been awesome work. It's one of my favorite pieces. But then some of our other things that we do as an RCC is that we provide multiple pathways. We know that it's not a one-size-fits-all for recovery. That hasn't proven to work. And so we do that by having different types of meetings for different lifestyles. And we've gotten feedback from the community what makes sense. So things we partner with other organizations and bring weekly meetings like yoga in recovery, basketball in recovery, art in recovery. I mean, even other pathways beyond AA and NA. So smart recovery, Dharma recovery, you name it, we try to incorporate it. It's always kind of a moving target with that. And then one of the last things that we do is stigma reduction. I know I kind of touched on it, but we do that with also just connecting with people outside of just the recovery community. So speaking like to some of you guys today, also just hosting events like Sober Skate. We had almost 400 people come out, and it was people that attended a local college around the University of Michigan, even of course people in recovery. It's just a free event where we can spread knowledge of our services and that we're here and this is what we do and this is how you get connected. We think that's important. And one thing that kind of makes us pretty different of other RCCs beyond just all that I mentioned is our family coach. We have, as a part of WRAP, we are all people in long-term recovery and function as recovery coaches, but we also have a coach specifically that has experience with family members that have gone through substance use disorder and recovery and whatnot. And so we try to make sure we're touching all areas of recovery. So that's people in recovery and people that are just affected by it, whether that's a family member, a loved one. And so we provide the family. We think that's important. And we partner quite a bit with another program that's local to here, which is the Women's Specialty Program as a part of Home and New Vision. And that kind of touches more on some of the barriers that are around single parents or women in recovery or pregnant women in recovery. And, some of their services is, providing daycare or transportation, some of those barriers that we know that exist, and just kind of curating those services that way. So we try to touch all bases and meet people where they're at. And I think that's pretty much most of the stuff that I have. I know I'll put our website too in the chat. As a part of our website, we also have a way to order free Narcan, which, like I said, is part of our distribution and getting it out there in the community. So you can also do that as well. So like I said, thank you for having me speak, and thank you guys for being here. I think it's really important. So thank you.